Hello. The results are in, ladies and gentlemen. Well, kind of. This is a tricky video for me to do. I have been sitting here for the past hour after speaking to my doctor's surgery, unsure as to whether to make an update because everything may not be as it seems. I may be I don't know. So let me talk you through. Let's cut the shit, basically. I had blood test last Thursday. I made a video about it. I was okay with it. I weren't too nervous about it, and everything was honky dory. I was told to phone back I was told to phone back Thursday, being yesterday, but I was busy, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Because the main reason people are here, I assume, is to figure out what the fuck's going on. So, I didn't call yesterday because I was out busy. I wasn't really nervous about it. I just, I wasn't really thinking about it. I wanted to call, but I thought I'll do it today, Friday. I'm at home, I'm on my own, my fiance's at work, and I thought I'll do it now. So I did it. I called, spoke to the receptionist, and everything, I don't know, I was just under the impression that everything was going to be great. She said, and this may not be a accurate quote, but she said, so there is a note on the system. Yeah, we've got your results. There's a note here. The doctor's left a note. It's nothing urgent, but most of the results have come back normal, but there's a couple of things that she would like to discuss with you. So she wants you to book a telephone appointment within 2 weeks. So I said, okay, well, let's book that instantly. And my telephone appointment is for Monday. So, obviously, alarm bells started ringing. But, I mean, I've spoke to my fiance on text message because she's at work. I've spoke to my dad, and my dad's if it was something urgent, they would have contacted you. It wouldn't have been, it's been 8 days since I had the blood test. If it was something, that needs to be discussed instantly, it would have been, they would have contacted me. They wouldn't have left it. I went a day over the day that I should have actually called for the results. So I think, let's just put this into some kind of context. I have never had a blood test before. So I've never been in this position where I've been waiting for results to come through. Being an anxious person, I was nervous about doing this because I weren't sure what was going to come back. I was kind of saying in my own head that this was going to come back and everything's going to be fine, and it's just going to be nothing to report. So there may be something to report. I have no idea. I mean, it could be something really trivial. She might just want to talk to me about, I don't know, maybe I've got low vitamin D or low iron or something like that, or I could have high cholesterol, or I don't know. We're speculating. The anxious brain is the king of speculation, and that's what I've been doing for the last 45 minutes. Been sitting here umming and ahhing about whether to record this video, but I want to keep people posted. This is all about sharing my journey, and I don't know what's going to come of it. I would imagine there's going to be comments of people that have been in these similar situations before, where they've had blood tests come back and maybe something's off, or I don't know. As far as I'm aware, most of the stuff came back normal. There's a couple of things that the doctor would like to discuss with me in an appointment within 2 weeks. That's what the receptionist said. Obviously, my anxious brain, because the appointment is now booked for Monday, my anxious brain is telling me, just to give you an insight into the thoughts that I have, because I am super honest on here. So once I'd put the phone down, my immediate thought was, maybe the doctor put a note on the receptionist thing, on the file, saying, don't tell this guy that it's something urgent, but book him in as soon as you can. And that's why she said Monday. Just tell him that it's not urgent and we can do it within 2 weeks, but actually make it Monday or ASAP. That's what my brain told me. They're all conspiring against me, and it's get him in urgent. There's something fucking major. So yeah, I've gone from feeling really positive. Yesterday we had a mad day. I will tell you that the worst place for somebody to go that has any kind of anxiety, like agoraphobia or panic issues or just claustrophobia or anything like that, IKEA or IKEA. the correct pronunciation, I think. IKEA. Oh, my days. My girlfriend and I are moving house, my fiance, my daughter. We're moving house on the 16th of December, so like a couple of weeks before Christmas, or 9 days before Christmas. And we thought we'd go to IKEA, which is like half an hour away. Never been there before. I tell a lie, I went there like maybe 20 years ago with my old boss to get some wood flooring. But yeah, I've never been, like, for me to have a walk round, and man. Just, yeah. It is pretty much hell on earth. If I thought supermarkets were bad, IKEA is a whole nother level. We got through the door. We went to the one in Wednesbury, for anybody that's familiar. It's in Birmingham. And we go through the door and up the escalator, and then you're in this just, yeah, maze. It's an absolute maze. You can't go back down the way that you've come up because there's a one-way system in operation. There's arrows on the floor. I probably spent about half an hour with my fiance walking around, like looking at kitchen stuff, like plates and all this kind of jazz. And then I reached the point where I was like, look, I just can't. There's too much going on here. It's really busy. I didn't know where the exit was. Like, this is proper anxiety. Like, this is how I used to feel if I would just go into like a small corner shop or anything like that. But this was like next level. It proves that I still have an anxiety issue. Like, no question about it. I already knew that. But this was just like, I didn't panic, but we were walking around and I was pushing the cart and I could just feel that I was getting more and more anxious. I was focusing more on, like, I need to know where the exit is. I don't know why. Like, makes no difference. But we reached a point. I said to my other half, look, I need to get out. So we walked back to where we came in. And I was going to just go down the stairs and just go out the way we came in. But at the top of the stairs, there was a big sign, like, you cannot go this way. So I was like, I don't want to just do that. There was an IKEA member of staff at the bottom of the stairs, and I thought, if I do this, it's going to cause a scene, and people are going to, like, point at me and laugh, and why the hell is he going the wrong way? Not that they would. They probably wouldn't have even noticed, but you know how it works. At this point, my fiance had walked off and left me because she thought I was just going down the stairs. So I had to go back into IKEA on my own, looking for my other half. Eventually found her, and then realised where the exit stairs were to get back down onto the ground floor. So I said to my missus, look, I've got to go. I'll be in the car. Like, I weren't freaking out. I weren't panicking and running around, and it weren't frantic. I was just like, I don't feel good. It's overwhelming me. I need to get out. I don't know where the exit is, so I'm going to just head that way and hopefully find it. So I went down the stairs, got to the bottom, and I seen a big exit sign. I was like, okay, phew, like, exit this way. But, oh man, it was just, I got onto the ground floor and just started walking, following the arrows, and it felt like I walked for another, I don't know, mile. Honestly, it was horrible. I was just walking around, like, lighting section, and then flat pack furniture in a warehouse bit, and eventually I came to the checkouts and I could see the checkouts, and then when I reached the checkouts, it was that point that my legs just started to feel weird, and I could feel that I was on the brink of something horrible. Like, I had the urge to run. I know I've had that so many times in the past, like years ago. In supermarkets and stuff, you get that urge to run because your legs have gone to jelly and you're feeling just off. My breathing, like I was getting out of breath, even though I was only just walking. But I managed to reach the exit and got outside, and then obviously, as normal, everything just seemed to calm down. I went and sat in the car and waited for my other half to come out, and she weren't that long and everything was fine. And then on the way back, we went for some lunch, sat in a place, had some nice food. I'm still doing more than I have been. Like, even though we're still in the aftermath of that dizzy thing that happened. But I felt good. And then last night we went round a few furniture shops looking for a new sofa, because that one's trashed. The dog has made a good job of that. So we need a new sofa for when we move. So we were, like, going around. We went back to Birmingham last night round a furniture shop, and walked around the whole thing, and everything was fine. And yep, slept great. Got up this morning. I was thinking about my results, and then that, and then just that. So basically, yes, the results are in. There is something that the doctor wants to talk to me about. I probably won't even think about this tomorrow, but as it's fresh, as it's here now, and I'm at home on my own, I've got plenty of work to do and stuff like that, but because I'm sat here at home on my own, and my girlfriend's not here to like just distract me or do something, watch TV together or something, like I'm literally just sitting here in front of my camera talking about it. And I've spent, as I say, the last like 45 minutes looking on the net, like, what can it mean? But it's literally just, it is speculation, the whole thing. Nobody can tell me anything other than the doctor on Monday. So I've got to just bury this, deal with it, and I guess just like, if it was something majorly serious, then they would have called me. I'm pretty sure of that, unless they're conspiring against me and they didn't want to tell me that I should have a telephone appointment ASAP. But that was not the message that I received. The message was loud and clear. Most of the results came back fine. There's a couple of things the doctor wants to talk to you about on a telephone appointment within 2 weeks. So it just so happened that I was able to get one on Monday, which is great because I don't want to be waiting 2 weeks to talk to my doctor, because I want to know what the hell's going on. And that's where we're at. So, yeah, interesting. I am, at this moment in time, speculating, but I think come Monday when I call the doctor, I'll be a lot more balanced and we'll be able to hit that fresh head on and find out what exactly is going on. So yeah, that's it for this video. I don't know. Interesting. Don't go to IKEA if you're having a weird one, because that will not benefit you. Although you probably should, just to prove to yourself that you can. But yeah, I didn't enjoy it. And I'm in a good place, but I didn't enjoy it. And on that bombshell, I will speak to you next week after I've spoken to the doctor, regardless of what it is, because I'm keeping people in the loop, whether you want to know it or not. Like, I'm sharing my journey. Thank you for watching and sticking around. And yeah, if you haven't already, hit subscribe. And I'll see you next week with an update. Hopefully a positive one, because I was hoping that this would be it. We ride again.